All new tonight at 7 and developing now. First, it was Republican members in Congress. Now it is the Attorney General of Virginia saying crime is out of control in the nation's capital. Jason Miyares' comments were spurred by the murder of a Virginia woman last week in a D.C. hotel. Our political and government reporter Leonard N. Fleming spoke to the AG and the D.C. Council chairman, plus people around the district. So, Leonard, you found there's some hard pushback against the rhetoric that D.C. is unsafe.
Yes, there is. Some people I talked to are incensed that GOP leaders and now the Republican AG of Virginia claim D.C. has turned into a lawless city. But Miyares says the facts don't lie and that the district has a problem.
Murders up by over 30% in the district. Carjackings are up. Armed robberies are up. Sexual assaults are up 84%. So violent crime is absolutely up.
And this is why Virginia Attorney General Jason Miyares is the latest Republican to criticize crime in D.C. behind those in Congress. A letter from him to top D.C. officials mentioned the killing of Virginia resident Christy Batista last week in a hotel who was in the district for a concert.
We have over 3 million Virginians that live in the D.C. metro area. So many of them commute into the district. I can tell you from talking to them, they know that crime is up. They're seeing it. They're seeing it on the streets.
His involvement doesn't sit well with Ellen Loughran of D.C.
Crime is troubling to everyone.
Do Virginians she knows feel unsafe in D.C.?
No, none of my friends do.
Trent Fulton of D.C. echoes that view.
I don't think that there is any reason why the Republicans in Congress or the Attorney General of Virginia should be chiming in when D.C. is supposed to be an independent jurisdiction.
City Council Chairman Phil Mendelson says the Virginia Attorney General isn't helping.
I'm not going to argue with anybody that hey, crime is down and therefore we don't need to pay attention. But the rhetoric creates a false impression that the city is far more dangerous. And that's just not true.
Miyares acknowledges that there is an issue with federal officials that oversee the district not prosecuting cases, a contention D.C. officials say is the real problem.
I completely agree with the D.C. mayor that we need our federal prosecutors to prosecute. And the fact over 60% of arrests aren't being prosecuted is a problem.
Cecil Muhammad of D.C. says this is the GOP's way of micromanaging his city.
It's always been an issue with them trying to take control over D.C. affairs.
But Miyares says D.C. does have a crime problem.
The first step is acknowledging there is an issue.
The Attorney General says he's willing to meet with Mayor Muriel Bowser and Chairman Mendelson any time to discuss crime. And while Mendelson says he's down for a meeting, he's not interested in the blame game, but real solutions like more federal resources. Reporting in the studio, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.